So good day to you guys. My name is Kraig and Bacho and I am a BSMT student in UC METC. So this video is intended for educational purposes only. In this video, I will be sharing my understanding by answering these following questions. First things first, what is marine environment? The second is, what are the major sources of marine pollution, its impact, and hazards to human, animals, and the shipping industry? And lastly is the history of MARPOL Convention and the 6 regulations of MARPOL Annexes. So what is marine environment? Marine environment means the physical, atmospheric, and biological components, conditions, and factors that interactively determine the productivity, state, condition, and quality of marine ecosystem. The second is, what are the major sources of marine pollution? So there are two major sources of marine pollution. One is land-based activities and second is sea-based activities. The land-based sources, this includes byproducts from the industry, runoff from agricultural herbicides and pesticides, effluents discharged from urban areas. Lastly, exploration and exploitation activities. The sea-based activities, these include collision, grounding, or accidental discharge, operational discharge, tank washing, ballasting or deballasting, machinery space discharge, and docking of ships. So what would be the impact of marine pollution on humans? So there would be water source contamination. Since the ocean is the biggest source of water in the earth, this contamination will result in less drinkable water because the water is toxic. The impact of marine pollution to animals is that the toxins in the water increases the acidity of the ocean, causing high risks to marine life and animals. So the impact of marine pollution on the shipping industry is that it will be affected since the industry is reliant on the ocean. If the ocean is damaged, this will also damage the shipping industry. Now I'm going to explain the history of the MARPOL Convention. So the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships was adopted in November 1973, modified by a protocol in 1978. It contains comprehensive provisions compared to the previous conventions. It is directed from limiting marine pollution by damaged ships and day-to-day operation of the ships. The original MARPOL Convention was signed on February 17, 1973, but did not come into force. The current convention is the combination of the 1973 Convention and the 1978 Protocol. It entered the force on October 2, 1983. As of December 31, 2005, 136 countries representing 98% of the world's shipping tonnage are parties to the convention. So the objective of MARPOL 73-78 is to achieve the total elimination of intentional pollution to the environment by oil and other harmful substances and to minimize accidental discharge. So now, I'm going to explain the annexes of MARPOL 1973-1978. Annex 1. Regulation for the Prevention of Pollution by Oil covers the prevention of pollution by oil. So this regulation is for the tanker ship, since they will be the one to carry the oil cargo. Annex 2. Regulation for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk. Details and discharge criteria and measures for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk. Annex 3. Prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried by sea in package form. It contains regulations that includes requirements on marking, packaging, labeling, documentation, stowage, and quantity limitations. Annex 4. Prevention of pollution by sewage from ships. So this regulation is to prevent ships from throwing sewage or human waste on the ocean. Annex 5. Prevention of pollution by garbage from ships. So in this regulation, someone from the port will receive the garbage for the crew. And lastly, Annex 6. Prevention of air pollution from ships. So this regulation talks about the prevention of smoke coming out from ships. So that will be all for my understanding of the marine environment, the major sources of marine pollution, its impact on humans, animals, and the ship industry, the MARPOL and its annexes. Thank you.